The 12 supreme leaders of the Slane Theocracy gathered in a modest room, their faces grim and somber. The High Priest Superior delivered devastating news that shattered the tense silence. The Nation of Darkness had been secretly invading the Re-Estize Kingdom for a full month. The Theocracy's entire intelligence network had been completely crushed. Only Star Reader's second sight had pierced the veil of deception. The kingdom's fate was already sealed beyond any hope of salvation. High Priest Superior demanded they redouble recruitment of adventurers immediately. Raymond Zerg Lawrenson, the High Priest of Earth, confirmed their efforts were already underway. The research chief jumped in with panic about magical artifacts falling into enemy hands. He listed the kingdom's greatest treasures: Amulet of Immortality, Guardian Armor, Gauntlets of Vitality, and most vital of all, Razor Edge. Raymond shot down any rescue attempt as impossible with their limited resources. The Generalissimo redirected focus to the old chief warrior's equipment. The research chief supplied the successor's name, Brain Unglaus. The Generalissimo insisted they should recruit this powerful warrior too. Berenice Nagua Santini, the High Priest of Fire, immediately countered his assumption. She explained their investigations proved Brain was a man of character who would refuse any offer. The Minister of Legislation sneered, calling such men slaves to illogical emotion. Disapproving looks flew across the table from multiple directions. Dominic Iyer Partouche, the High Priest of Wind, delivered a gentle but firm rebuke. He reminded the assembly that every person present had their own unyielding principles. Zyndadine Dellen Guelphy, the High Priest of Water, gave a withered nod of agreement. The High Priest Superior pivoted the conversation to newly recruited adventurers. Iban Jasna de la Croix, the High Priest of Light, reported their morale was terrible. Many suffered from crushing guilt over abandoning their homeland. Yvonne snapped at a colleague's suggestion that he could speak more freely. He quickly corrected his own outburst with visible embarrassment. Raymond proposed a solution to heal their wounded consciences. The Minister of Justice demanded specifics of this plan. Raymond revealed they would ship these adventurers to the Dragon Kingdom. There, they would battle beastmen, transforming guilt into purpose through saving others. Several heads around the table nodded in approval at the strategy. A voice of caution warned about them exposing the Theocracy's shadow involvement. Raymond dismissed the fear, certain they would never aid a cruel nation. Another concern erupted about revealing their teleportation magic capabilities. The assembly split into two camps over risk versus deterrent value. Zyndadine argued that showing their power would make the nation exercise caution. Supporters cited the Triad caster as proof of successful deterrence. The majority vote carried, approving the Dragon Kingdom deployment. The Theocracy considered these adventurers expendable mercenaries. They expected zero loyalty and cared nothing for their final destination. Their sole objective was preventing the loss of powerful humans from the gene pool. The research chief lamented their failure to produce fifth-tier scrolls. Raymond reminded everyone that centuries of research had achieved nothing. Their most closely guarded secret remained fourth-tier scroll production. They also possessed the ruinously expensive God's Blood Potion. The High Priest Superior steered the conversation toward motive. The Generalissimo raised three fingers to outline military theories. First, the genocide might be a brutal show of force. Second, it could simply be the undead's hatred of the living. Third, and most probable, creating a new undead spawning ground like Plain. Groans rippled through the assembly at this horrifying realization. They grasped that this would shield the nation from the council state. The Theocracy would inevitably become the next target on their list. Grim silence descended as they recalled the unstoppable spell used on Plain. The Generalissimo suggested an alliance with the council state as their only hope. But every leader knew such an alliance would be a temporary, untrustworthy truce. The High Priest Superior redirected focus to their ongoing elf war. He declared they must crush the elves immediately. Fighting two simultaneous wars would be national suicide. Raymond confirmed they would deploy no death, no life to give her the shot at the Elf King.